Hello again, people. Right, I recently posted a tweet, or tweeted a tweet on Twitter on this GBP chuff chart, Swiss franc pound, and the real reason was just this: we've had the bust up, pull back, break and close on a daily bar, and this is clearly bullish. We've got a descending trend line, ascending trend line, a daily 2B reversal, and 1 2 3 higher low situation going on here as well. There's the higher low. That was a good place to take a long, and as you can see, the RSI showed a bit of power. Now, you wouldn't have entered on a daily, you'd enter on a 1 minute really, but your H4 would show an RSI trigger, and so on and so forth. So we just get a feel for what's going on the charts, and then basically all of these lines are drawn on all of the recent daily levels. So what I do is I clear them all off and start again. Actually, just use that template C for clean. You won't have the RSI, the 3CR indicator, and a few other things missing, I think, but double check what's going to go on here. So yeah, no nasty surprises with different indicators. So start on the daily. We can clearly see this is what we have seen on the daily, and then I can draw the descending and ascending trend lines on there as well. See that this, the reason for this video is to show the analysis takes minutes, which is what I do on the stock charts and everything as well. That isn't a valid connection line there because that high hasn't been broken by price. Don't think it's broken. No, it hasn't on the candles either. So there's the ascending, descending trend lines. You could also sort of say, right, resistance there. Oops, don't know why that didn't draw. Resistance there has been used as support here. Resistance that created the new low, used as support. I didn't draw these in originally, but we'll put that one in as well. Clearly see we've broken through that old resistance on the left hand side, using it as support there. So now down to the finer tuned lines, and hopefully these should replicate what I drew on the earlier chart as well. We've got a gap of some sort going on here, gap up it was actually, but all we need on that is a level of flip, as it were, PPZ, price pivot zone, where the buyers have or the sellers have overcome the buyers in this instance. That's why that wick's there, very important. And then we could put wicks on all the other bits and pieces around here. What's also interesting is there's no resistance on this chart daily or support ahead of us. This is important. I made that point the other day. Clearly closed through support, which is why this is pushing up so strongly in my opinion. I like horizontal lines. The trend lines, the ascending and descending, or descending and ascending in this case, are just to show you the 3 candle reversal, the higher lows, 1 2 3 reversals, and trend reversals really. So it's all about, for me, horizontal lines. So this daily high has been broken but not closed through. Once again, this recent daily high has been broken but not closed through. But it is important to see what H4 and H1 have done. If they've closed through, that is a really, in long terms, in terms of a long move, bullish move, massively important, because these are strong levels of resistance, these daily highs. So we could put another flip zone in there. If this is going to continue up, it'll have a problem at that point there, and as a scalper I want to see every problem area ahead of me. Now to the H4. We'll zoom out a little bit and we can see what's ahead of us now on H4. This is why I like this gap so much, because the next area of problems, the next problem area, are these two. Really it's this one here, but if I had one down here more to the left, it's been beaten, as it were, but you know, it will present, it's an old area of supply and demand. It will present a possible problem when we're trying to move up. So I think I've covered everything. I did, you know, as a matter of course, put some levels here as well, although it's clearly broken. It's always interesting to see what H4 and M1 are doing, or sorry, H1. And there you have it. That's all the lines drawn. I think I'll put one on there as well. I'm not sure whether I've already done that, but that is important. Yeah, I already did that. So now you can see how I came about that potential area that needs filling. I said it was about 22 pips. It was a very rough estimate. Yeah, 24, 22, whatever. But it's still a clear gap. You know, if you want to take this to the next level, because I'm only after 6 or 7 pips, as you know, you can go down to H1 and see what's ahead of you. I didn't, and we'll probably find there's some blindingly obvious level here. Take the scroll off so you can see what we're doing. Down to H1. Here we are here. No, actually we've got clear air on H1 according to this area as well, or this couple of candles. There is old support that's caused these candles to continue up ahead of us. So you can see why now this is actually sort of stuttering at these levels, because they are important. They're old supply and demand levels. But if you fill all those in as well, you'll end up never entering a trade. I mean, the perfect scenario would be, you know, a big green candle up to there, and all this area is space as well. So, but the reason I didn't take this trade is because we are now 14 minutes ahead of the Frankfurt Open, and I prefer to be in and out of trades at the early part of the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. candle, the Frankfurt Open at 7 a.m. and just grab a few pips on those moves. And because this, what they could do is pull this down. You know, we're talking about the, well, you know, at Frankfurt they reverse everything, they push it up, they push it down. It may still go to, or I think it's highly likely to go to this level, but as a scalper I don't want to suffer drawdown at all. Give me 5, 6, 7 pips all day long. What has this moved since I made this did this chart analysis? It's actually moved 11 pips. Yeah, it's moved 10, 11 pips by the since I actually posted this chart. So yeah, there was a good scalp in there, but you know, I have my rules. I try to be as careful as possible, and that's that. So there you go, guys. That is how quickly you can put these charts together just by flying through. And it's same goes for stocks. If I post a stock chart with a really good looking daily close, and you know, everything else looks quite good, then that's all I need to do. You have to look at the downside possibilities as well, where price is likely to come back to. Well, you know, we've just broken this level of minor support, and I call it minor because it's not minor resistance rather, because it's not broken this low. It's resistance created which has created these pullbacks in an uptrend. The true strong resistance is the stuff that causes the price to, you know, break old lows and make lower lows. That's just my views on it. I like to trade with that in mind, and it might help you as well. So thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday it is already.